All right, you guys. Hello. Yes. All right, so I hear some of you may or may not have difficulties with the programming assignments. So what I thought would be nice is if we took some time to kind of work through all the issues that people might have. So if you have problems, flag me or Cooper over and we'll try to troubleshoot. If you're feeling pretty good, if you're done, maybe try helping somebody else around you with things like setting stuff up or why doesn't this work? And you can be like, oh, because you didn't set this option, or oh, this thing happened. Don't help people with to write their functions, but just help them get kind of unstuck if they're stuck on something. Yeah.
Can I ask a question about the coordinate system?
Yes.
So when you say an x and a y,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of as row and column of a matrix, but are you saying
Correct.
x is over this way and y is down?
Yes. Y is going down.
Okay, so it's like a graph or
Yeah.
Cartesian coordinate.
Yep.
X and y. Okay.
Yep. Except we're in the lower kind of right quadrant of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And positive y goes down. It's like a matrix. We're looking more at it more like a matrix.
Indexing would be row by column, and so that's what I was doing at first. And everything was opposite, and I was like, wait. Okay.
Yeah. Well, depends. So, yeah, that's how we define it. If it's confusing, maybe I'll change it next year.
Only for me, I think.
But I just figured I'm going to define it in some way, and then you can adjust to it. Yeah. So there was some questions about, well, why does the initial file looks like it looks, right? So I think it's something like 1D 2C. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So what it really means is underscore just means water. So we have really this. I mentioned this before, but the reason I put 1 and 2 here is so that if you're trying to pull like what your thing is, y, what your thing is like y equals 1, x equals 0, which would be this. You get a 2, a character 2, and then you know, oh, I'm here as opposed to here, as opposed to there. Right? So it's just so you can kind of differentiate each character in this thing. The 1 and 2 don't actually mean numbers. They're just different characters. This has confused some people, and I will change it for next semester because I don't know. I tried to make it easy, but it didn't work. But just so you know, this is kind of what it is. Ultimately, we're going to test with bigger boards. I mentioned this in the assignment. This weekend, I'll try to put up a testing suite with bigger boards, so you can try your stuff against it. The reason I'm going to do that ahead of time is I think some people had concerns like, well, I'm passing these tests, but how do I know I'm going to pass bigger tests? And it's like, well, you should, but maybe I should actually give you the tests. I don't know. I thought this would be easier to start developing on a smaller board, which it probably is, but then ultimately you do want to check that your stuff works on bigger boards. So I think I should give you the opportunity to do that. So in the future, we'll have 2 testing suites, like one a small one so you can get started and a kind of a bigger one. What we're going to do when we grade it is try it on the bigger set of tests. We're just going to use a different board, right? So if your board has the carrier going vertically, we might give it a board that carrier is horizontal, but it's going to be the same size. It should make 0 difference to you guys. The only reason why we're going to switch stuff up a little bit is to prevent you from hard coding returns of certain things. Which no one does if we define the problem correctly. If we don't, then people do hard code stuff. So, any other high-level questions?
In this board setup,
Yeah.
is this like a 2x2 or is this a?
This is a 2x2.
This is a 2x2, so that's how you want like the array to be placed into it. So each character is its own little spot.
Yep. Yeah. Right. So I don't know. A carrier I think is like 5 slots. Right. So obviously this doesn't fit in here. So this is a constraint problem. Right. And if you were implementing this game kind of with fuller requirements, you would need to check that the care only has 5 spots, that it actually is either vertical or horizontal, right? But we're not doing that just to cut something out, kind of thing. All right, so flag us down if you have questions. Who's done enough they want to help others? Great, so awesome, good job. So you guys can turn around and see who else needs help, and just feel free to start answering questions, and we'll try to do it kind of communally. Hey.
So I figured out how to do the upstream thing because that was where we left off last time I asked you about.
Okay, cool.
So I got that figured out. But then when I actually go to pull it in, it just gives me like the README and the license file.
Yep.
And I know that's because there's another branch that the actual project's on.
Yeah.
I don't know how to like, I guess, access
The other branch?
because it doesn't change like your little link here.
Right.
Even if you're on a branch.
Did you go through the GitHub tutorials,
I tried.
exercises? Okay, yeah.
I'm just confused by it, and
Okay.
understand like.
Well, it has to do with different branches.
Right, and I
Right.
understood that, but I couldn't. I was like trying to run like the branch VA and everything like that, and then it says that branch isn't an option.
Then what?
That branch isn't an option. So
Okay, let me see what you did.
Okay, so let's see.
The problem is we had was that we had everything plugged in, and Zach had his Mac set up, so everything was we didn't have the right theming.
Okay, so CSCI programming assignments, right?
Yep.
And we had no idea why.
Bye, Norhan.
Okay. So then it has just the license and the README. And
Okay.
then if I'm trying to go to like Git, checkout, master, then it'll tell me that I'm already on master.
Yep.
So then if I go to branch,
Nope. No, Git checkout.
Git, checkout, branch.
Nope, not branch. Just the name of the branch. Right, because you passed master here. Master is the name of the branch.
Okay.
So you're checking out a particular branch. What's the branch name that you want?
Programming assignments. No, Battleship, right?
Look in the Git. In your Git. What are the branches?
PA1 basic.
Yep. You can do PA tab.
Won't be any help. I'm still trying to get
It will find it. Okay, do an ls.
But then how did that help me?
Well, now you have all the files that are on your in your local directory.
Okay, so that'll automatically go over to C-line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you need to open a project. Open. Yeah.
That's what I had open before.
Click on that down arrow here. Go to project. Okay. So here's all the files now.
Okay.
Okay. So you still need to initialize your submodules. Okay. So go back to your Yelp and do git submodule init. Yep. And then git submodule update.
I think I did this once, but I did it in the wrong spot.
Project and change the Git branch to the PA Battleship 1 branch.
Yeah, so if you're in your Ubuntu,
Okay. So now we have submodules.
Failed the clone.
Fill the clone.
PA and then hit tab.
Oh, it's because you don't have your private key set up correctly. So it's problem.
Every time I try to do something, I have something else that's not right.
That's systems for you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so we need to set up your key.
Okay.
So
How do I
you,
start back?
yes, so you can go to your browser, to your game, go to settings, which is all the way scroll up, do your accounting, settings,
ASI? I just deleted that.
Oh, you don't need the
SSH and PGP keys. Okay, so you don't have any keys set up. Right. All
I
right.
didn't know I
now.
had. I've never used GitHub before this class. So.
Okay. Here, can I drive for a sec? All right, so here's what you gotta do. So you go here. Okay, so we're gonna go to CD. All right.
You have to clone in serial, DTL, and S. On my fork or on the main?
Okay, so you don't have any private keys. Cool. So what we can do is go to Ubuntu SSH keygen, I think. Keygen. Okay, so that's how we can set up private keys. Perfect. Yay.
It's really weird, isn't it?
And then when you go to them, you'll just clone those in. So right where you're at in your repository, or
So I want to clone this one into the serial.
you don't even need to clone it into the serial, into the file folder, and it'll put it in the serial.
Okay.
Because I did that wrong.
So all three of those clone them in.
Because if you do it in the other folder, it puts like an extra path, and then none of the paths are recognized. That's the rabbit hole you gotta work it down.
Yeah, right. That's sounds like.
I spent like 45 minutes changing paths, and then it just keeps on like adding up. Like versus I go, here's
Cool. So now you have a key.
Oh yeah, cloning
Okay.
into serial.
How did you know that that's like the right one to put in there? Like.
Well, so if you Google this, you'd be like, how do I set up? Some of the stuff you don't know unless you've seen it, right?
Right.
So at some point, someone took me aside to
Okay.
show this to me, or at some point, I was just like, okay, I think I need a key. How do I do this? I Googled this. How do I set up SSH keys with this? Because I know that to authenticate with, okay. So this says, please make sure you have correct rights and subrepository exists. And I've seen this before. Permission denied public key. Okay, so that means that my public key is not set up, right? So I get a little hint, and I'm like, oh, public key is used to authenticate.
Okay.
Do I have a public key authentication? I look through GitHub, be like, oh, okay, there's space for public keys. I don't have anything. I need to create a key. How do I create a key? Okay, how do I create a key on Ubuntu? Right, and I generally know how keys work. So it's like over time, you just acquire this stuff, and no one. I mean, this is how it's done. You have someone to show you, or we set up a class that shows you all these different random things.
Right.
They don't make sense until you collect enough of them, and then you start seeing the patterns. It's just the reality of how this stuff works. At least you guys have a class that shows it to you, as opposed to not having it, right? Okay, so now we have that key. So what we can do is we can go to Vim, or we can go to less, and we can go to ID. Let's say that pub. That's our public key. Cool. So now we need this thing.
I would just go into your Ubuntu and make sure there's actually.
Do you think that copied it?
Other than that, no, you should be able to start it up.
Maybe.
You might have to do Control-Shift.
And then when you're in.
Oh, that works. Okay.
I've noticed. I
That
don't
didn't
know,
work
I'm
for
kinda
me
trying a
before.
couple different
Control
things.
Shift. C. Okay, cool.
Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's give it a try.
It might work,
Maybe.
why not?
Okay, so we set up a new SSH key. Blah blah blah.
I'm double checking
You can call it so you can call it whatever you want. Please work. Yes. Solid. Okay, cool. Password from you.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. You must get it right.
I have it on my phone here. Just give me a sec. Let's see. Okay.
Have you heard of LastPass?
No,
It's incredible and you should actually use it.
Yeah.
I probably should. Oh, here it is.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
is there a good guide you might know of to be able to set up that SSH key to do like a handshake between the Git repositories? You're
Doing it right now. I can show you.
attention and then
I'm
you
paying
can teach
attention.
me later.
All right, great. Yeah, let's do that. Um, okay, cool. So we got a key now. So that,
Okay, so
with any luck,
So go find it.
so it's right here.
Yeah, okay, so click on it. It's probably gonna tell you like it's open, but you should be able to make any version of it.
you'd think. Okay, close enough.
Actually, when you're on.
Please work.
All right, so how do I?
Or you could just like rename the file
Yes,
to
do it.
it sits there and it thinks it's the same one, I believe. So it's just when you open a duplicate of it.
So satisfying. Okay, so see now you have code here.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, now you can right click and say load CMake project. Don't need this, don't need this. Ah!
Where did it all go?
There we go.
It's just a roller coaster. Yay! Oh no.
Yay.
You could always make another directory.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Gotta get consistently lucky in figuring out these things.
Oh, and then throw
Okay.
it in there.
Throw it in there. It'll do that.
Alright, we're building.
I think you can just make a copy of
What does CMake have to say for itself?
CA1 and just clone it, or not necessarily clone it, but copy and paste it in. And it,
Okay,
same thing.
finished.
MKDIR. And then I'm just gonna do CFCI. Okay, so then I gotta remember how to move the folder.
So then you can go like,
They're on his slides. Go to his contact slides.
How to move the folder.
I'm just trying to start at the top, the whole evaluate shop.
My computer.
Yeah, so if you
Yay!
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the help. A lot.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, that's the hard part about setting this up if you've never done it.
Yeah.
You know?
Moving my repository file to another folder.
Yeah.
Roll that. Mess up any of the cloning that I've done, or just keep it all.
Any of the coding?
Cloning that I've done from the repository.
No, if you move it, it's fine. Yeah, it's just like what links your repository. Yeah, what links your repository to everything else is the .git folder. So you can move the code around. Yeah. Yeah, you can have multiple versions of the same repository on your computer, as long as they're all in different folders. Can all be of different versions. Yeah.
I just didn't want to mess anything up initialized. Because I loaded the project up, and then I had the issue where it's just looking at me, you know?
and yours went okay.
Reopen
Yeah,
it,
so the
it's
first
same
one was
name,
reopened,
so I'm
and
just
the
going to try to
next
move
one
it into a different folder.
because of the whole or certain no
Okay. All right. Ninja, do you want to help with the SSH keys? All right.
Question about the whole assert no throw and assert any throw.
Yeah.
So is that working correctly or is that not working correctly?
It's working correctly.
So because it says like it fails, but then it says it actually doesn't fail. So that kind of confuses me.
Right. So
Are we trying to fix that still? Or are we just
so
leave that
you want
alone?
the test to pass.
Okay.
Right. The test requires that there is a throw. There is some exception thrown in that function.
Okay.
Right. So for the test to pass, you want any throw to happen. Right. The initialize function here should throw an exception because the boards have certain size,
Yeah.
and we're saying that the board size is 0. Right. Or it could be that the board size we're passing is 2, but you're giving files that are
A lot bigger.
a lot bigger, right? So there's a mismatch between what you see here and what you see in there.
Oh, okay. So this board size
Matches.
initialization will just change depending on the board size text.
It should, right?
Okay. I didn't. I was kind of confused on that because I'm like, well, it says board size, but there was no initial value to it, so I didn't realize.
So
Okay.
right click on board size. Okay, now go to definition. Let's go to definition. That's where board size is defined.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking that too. That's nice.
Because I saw that and I was just confused on that first part. So.
Yep, no, that makes sense. You know,
But
yep.
then since we're calling it like this, we can. Will that change, or is that always initialized as 2 as of right now?
Well, if you give it bigger files,
Yeah.
you can change it here too.
Okay, so we can just go down here and change it to like 100 and then pass in whatever.
100 by 100 file.
Okay. Does it have to be 100 by 100?
Well, it has to match. It has to match, right? Because later on in the code, you can use board size to figure out certain boundaries or things like that.
Okay.
Okay. Next question on the shot, evaluate shot here.
Yeah,
So you said 1 0 was that. So is our x's going down or across?
across.
Across. So then does it start at 1
Starts with 0.
or it starts at 0?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So if it's 0 0 right here, isn't that our first index?
Correct. Yep.
So here,
Get checkout, and then it's PA1, all caps.
yeah,
and
like,
that, and
or I
then
guess like
underscore
right
basic
here,
Battleship with
or
just
no,
the
it's
B's
not
capital.
right here, which is 0. There's one where I was confused.
Yeah.
And you should, yeah.
Find it and ask.
I thought it.
You can just get clone those in. Honestly, I don't know if you can do it with one line or not, but
It might have been this one. Because I was expecting a -1 here. Because it was saying out of bounds. But isn't 0 0 inbounds? So it wouldn't be -1. Or am I just misunderstanding something?
Well, okay, so 0 0 just means the first, top left
Yeah.
corner, right? And go back to the test. So we're saying evaluate shot, and the top left corner is the character 1,
Yeah.
which is the same thing as underscore. It's not a ship, basically,
Okay.
right? So it should be the evaluate shot should return a miss,
Okay, so yeah, I should return 0.
right? It
Okay.
should return a miss. If you look at it, look at how its miss is defined.
And this is defined as oh, okay. And out of bounds is 0. Okay. I didn't realize this was here, so I was expecting out of bounds to be -1, miss to be 0, and the hit to be 1. But okay,
Right.
that makes sense. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
yeah, that helps.
That
Kinda like my
helps.
Because I was so confused on what everything was running defined, and I didn't know how to find it, and I thought it was just being called from out of thin air, and this doesn't make any sense to me.
Never. Stuff is never out of thin air.
Which, yeah, I didn't
Right? Like why?
think it could be called out of thin air, but to me it was, and I did not.
Well, you asked a question. I guess you weren't comfortable enough about it. You asked a question, which is good. Yeah.
So I need to bring in the GitHub repository in a sync line, right?
Yep.
So how do I go about doing that?
Okay. So, did you fork the repository?
No.
Okay. So scroll up. Okay. You need an account first of all.
Okay. I think I have one actually.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Now you can fork. This is the examples. That's the wrong. I mean, that's cool too, but
Okay, so which one? do I-
code to MSU NetLab. It should tell you. Yeah, programming assignments. Okay, you can fork that. Okay, so now you have your thing. Do a refresh. Okay, cool. So now you have your own version of the repository. Now you want to clone and download. Okay, you can copy that No, yeah, copy that link. Okay, go to your whistle,
My whistle.
your WSL or your terminal.
Okay.
Okay, now you can, where do you want to download that stuff?
I guess into like the C make, right?
Yeah, you probably want to put it in your C drive. So do CD space /MNT /
That's backslash. MNT.
/C
And that's under your source.
/capital U users.
Say again?
Users.
Users. Gotcha.
Enter. Okay, do an ls. Okay, and now get into wherever you want to save it. Right, so you probably want to go into user documents or something like that.
Okay, so what would that be like?
CD. What is your account name? I guess it would be that thing that I can't read. HN. Yeah.
HNTRM.
Yep.
So C.
ls. I don't know. You can put it in documents. You can put it wherever
Yeah, I
you
guess I'll
want.
just do
Right.
documents,
Or,
that'll work.
yeah.
So would I just
CD my documents or.
would it have to be like case sensitive too?
Yeah. You need to put it in quotes because there's a
Oh, I
space.
gotcha. Okay.
You can probably tab it from here now. No? Okay.
Do I need to do sudo for that or not?
Open like a file explorer.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on in your thing.
We go to documents.
Yeah. Go to your C drive. So this PC. Just make sure. I think. Okay. C. Users. Yeah. Okay. All right. What does this say? Does this say my documents? It just says documents. Yeah. Forget that.
Could I just like copy the URL for that?
No, because there's a beginning path. It's going to be different. So go back to your. Just to CD documents.
In quotes?
No, it's just a single word.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I don't know. So you can do git clone. Git, like
Oh,
GIT.
Git. Okay. And then
Clone. And then space paste.
yeah, I could
Maybe
not get
Control
my-
Shift V.
Yeah, I was having a hell of a lot of trouble trying to get it to paste, especially when I was doing like the Vim golf and stuff.
Gotcha. Sorry. Right click on that, go to properties. Select, use Control Shift V. Yeah, okay. Now do, you need a space.
Oh shoot! Of course.
Yep.
And I should be able to drag that into C-Line where I want it.
Yeah, okay. So now if you do git status, space, no,
Wait, say again?
git status.
Git status.
Okay, so you see that you're on your, let's say what? Oh, sorry, you gotta do CD into
Into
CSCI, capitals, tab, boom. Okay, now you can do git status. Okay, so now you're on the branch master, which is not what you want. You want the PA1 assignment. So you can do git checkout, capital,
my
nope,
bad. Capital.
checkout, space,
Okay, check out space.
capital P, tab. There, that's the branch you want.
Okay.
Okay, enter. Okay, do an ls. Now you can see it's got all the files, but you still need to initialize your submodules for
Okay.
serial and the other stuff. So you can do git submodule init. Okay. Git submodule update. And it's probably gonna fail, but we'll see.
What was it again? Submodule.
Update.
Update.
Hey, yes. Fill to clone, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what happens is you don't have a key set up. So do what is it? SSH. No, I don't remember. Go to a browser. All right, what you need is to Google Ubuntu SSH key. Yep. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Yep. Copy everything through the 4096. Yep. Paste. All right. Generating, generating. Hold up. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Enter. Enter. Cool. Okay. Now do less. Space. Tilde. Tilde.
Oh my goodness. Where'd it go?
Ah.
Okay.
Forward slash. No space.
No space.
Okay, so from your home directory, we want to look into the .ssh directory. So .ssh, this is where the keys are. Sorry, like
Oh.
period SSH.
Okay.
Tab. Okay, remove the. Let me see for a sec. All right, I thought it generated it. So why are you being? Weird. Yes. Oh, we typed yes. I just wanted enter. Okay. There we go. Cool. All right. So now we have your public key. What must I do to select stuff?
Is there something in the properties that need to be changed then?
You would think, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Maybe it selects, I just can't see it. That is very weird. Options.
Can you do like a Control Shift A to maybe select all? I don't know if that would work or not.
Good.
I know Control A does like select it all, but
Can I select here? I cannot. Oh, this is weird. Okay, I don't know what to do now.
I guess you want to Google it maybe?
I guess. I don't know. All right, there's got to be an option for this. Let's go with defaults. Oh,
Make sure you hit the control shift C so you still do that. So.
yeah. It's still not helping us very much. Oh. Can I now select? Still can't select. That is very bizarre. Do you have a mouse, external mouse with you?
I don't have one with me.
I wonder what that is. Oh. Okay. Oh, cool. Now it works.
Huh.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Copy. So now we gotta go set up your key here. This is all like throughout lectures, by the way. Just speeding this up for you. Cool. Got your key. All right. Now we gotta go to C, C users, H documents.
Yeah, that's what it should have been, just documents.
Ah. Cool. Git submodule update. Yep. Cool, cool. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we have a project. Oh, you have no tool chains. Oi, 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 oi.
Oh yeah, I was having a lot of trouble doing that too.
Okay. What is your password for, or username for Ubuntu? Hunter.
Yeah.
And what is your password there? All right, with any luck, this will work out of the box, but unlikely. Oh, oh. That's uber lucky. Cool.
Do you not normally have like permissions?
Sometimes it depends on the install. You gotta like do one more thing in the terminal. GCC. I'm just gonna speed this up because I know where this stuff is. All right, so your toolchain is set up. So cool.
Okay.
All right, readme we don't care about. Yep, yep, yep. This is building. Don't care. You don't have Git installed, doesn't matter. You can do it through the terminal. So this is not integrated with Git. If you install Git on Windows, this will work a little bit better.
Okay.
You can use like the native Git functions.
Just through Ubuntu install it?
Yeah, just through CLion. You can.
Okay.
Anyway, this will keep complaining. Fix it later.
Okay.
All right, so now we have So what we have is we have the repository.
Okay.
We pulled in, we initialized the submodules, so now you have code in there. Okay, cool. And you have your code. So it loaded the thing, and now we can compile it and run. And you're good to go. It's gonna fail all the tests.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah. Ask earlier next time.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck. This is hard. All right. Who's next? You're next.
Quick question. She's
Yep.
helping me with the SSH key.
Yep.
We're at the part to where we've gotten this,
Awesome.
but then we're in my GitHub, and she wasn't sure what.
You gotta paste the key in.
So
What's that?
Fingerprint or
No, the actual key. So if you do less, do that command again.
okay,
Copy everything.
right here,
Yeah. Yep.
all up to the end,
Yeah. Just like that. No, not that last line.
not the last line.
Yeah. Copy that.
that's what you put inside your Git, right?
You may need to do Control Shift C. Yes, that's what you put in.
So when you write it to .json file,
Control Shift C. Okay, cool. Now go to your browser, paste that. Boom, perfect. Add SSH key.
I got them mostly there.
Yeah, good. Now your password. Yep.
Last pass.
So easy.
$1 a month, unless they've raised it.
I still use the free amount,
Okay,
the
yeah,
free
it's,
account. Okay, now you can go to your terminal. Quit that. Okay, get into where you're inside your repository. Yep. You can probably just copy it from here. Yeah. Well, however you get it set up. Yeah. Too many arguments is because because put it in quotes, CD space, open quotes, and then paste. Enter. Now do git submodule init. Yep. Enter. And do git submodule update. Seems a little paltry. Do an ls. All right, maybe you've already done that though. Okay, go to CLine. You got the project open. Oh, it's already initialized for you. Okay.
So now if I,
Oh, you have stuff running.
so,
You're good.
so if I get pull, get push,
Then I don't have to enter my username and password anymore.
Correct. Yep, now it's set up. Oh, okay, so now you can do run, instead of run client, run tests. Yeah, you're good. You're already set up.
It was just more of the SSH.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yeah.
So I did it going in CMake, and I was trying to get my submodule to update. And
Yep.
it keeps saying that it's failing.
You need to set up your key.
Okay, I kind of heard you talking to him about
Yeah.
that.
So, okay, do SSH keygen, a hyphen between SSH and keygen, sorry.
You know, every time you want to get pull or get push, or commit, whatever you
Hyphen.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There we go.
Space, hyphen RSA.
So it's like not totally required.
No, it's not required.
I think that's all you need. Enter. No, you need more options. I don't know what this means. So go to your browser and Google Ubuntu SSH key. Click on the first link. Scroll down. Keep going. This is not what I want. Okay, no, get out of there. Go back.
Actually, can you do like?
Click on the next one.
I have a class I wanted to.
Always forget this command, but it's keep going, keep going, keep going. TRSA. Okay, so copy everything from SSH to through the number. Yep.
And then this weekend, like, I'm working a little bit on Saturday, but I have everything else figured out.
Okay. Enter.
Just hit me up whenever.
Oh, you already have a key. Okay.
Yes, I was just listening there.
Press no. Press no. Let's get out of there. Okay, so do less.
Try to meet up tonight and possibly over the weekend.
Less space. Tilde. / dot SSH. Tab. Tab. There we go. ID RSA.pub. ID. Pub. Okay. All right. Copy that key.
Just the whole thing?
Yep, like that.
Okay.
And then go to your GitHub. Go to your user. Settings. SSH PGP keys. Oh, you have a key set up. Just add a new one.
Okay.
See what. Do type in paste. Okay. Type in like whistle or something here. Add SSH key. Okay, cool. Now quit that. Do git submodule update.
Yeah. No, thank you guys. I feel not so alone now.
That's it, and that's gonna get your code for those submodules, and then.
So C-line, it was giving me the source director, so I
Yep.
just reload the CMake project and it should be good.
So now you're gonna be here. So wait for that to finish. And then you can reload the CMake,
Okay.
and that should work. Well, let's just see if it works.
I'm not sure why it's taking so long.
I'll start packing up. Find me at the podium.
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
Supposed to do, and then I just did like the git submodules thing. But exactly what are we using those submodules for? Like, what's the purpose of it? I'm not super interested.
Right. So serial is used for JSON files, formatting and reading. DTL is used for comparing files, so it's also used in tests. And Google Test is obviously used for all the testing.
Okay, sounds good. Cool.
Yep.
I was just looking to use on like we needed them, but I guess that makes sense.
Is there an easy way to initialize all the Git submodules? So before you kill me, I've tried just running this in my terminal,
Yep.
Git submodule init, and
Yep.
Git submodule update. Every time I try to run Git submodule update, I say you don't have the access rights.
That's because you don't have your SSH key set up with GitHub.
SSH set up with GitHub. Okay, is there instructions on how to do that?
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing. So
Is that a Google or is
you
there
can Google it, like Google set up SSH key with GitHub.
set up
SSH key
with
GitHub.
GitHub? Okay. All right. Thank you.
If anyone has more questions, I will be in my office right now and after 3. So, kind of available today.
Sweet.
Yep.
They were easier to make than I thought they would
step